Hello, hello, testing. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Sorry for the delay, but we're here now. Let me just change the music. I thought that playlist would be good, but I'm not digging it. So, how are you doing? First stream of the year. Sorry it took us so long, but we had family over staying here, so it was hard for us to live stream with people staying over, so that's why we'll be live streaming today, probably tomorrow, and probably the day after that as well. Have you seen the new minis? Do you like them? We'll be releasing the Sabertooth later tonight, and probably another one tomorrow. We'll see. Let me just change the music. You like that music, or is it too mellow? Can you hear me, guys? I think this is it should be working. Hey, Jacob. How's it going? Awesome. I think that's better. Is the music too loud? I just can't get the volumes right every time I have this problem. Alright, let me open the mini. Whoa. Okay. Alright, let's still not using my UI. I don't know why. I'll do this later tonight, so that on tomorrow's stream I got it right. Just forget about it. Where is it? So we are pretty behind on this miniature, but it doesn't matter. I remember having reference sheet, so let's open that. Awesome. So what do we want to do first? Let's see. Probably let's block out all the clothing, and probably some of the props, and then we will probably work on the tools and the hammer. So let's first, let me just add window. Huh, that's weird. Alright, I'll figure that out later. Let's append a couple of cylinders for the goggles. There's a little bit more people than usual. Welcome everyone. How's it going? How was holidays for all of you guys? Did you spend some time with family? This is probably too big. Too fast? Oh no, what did I do? Did I break the symmetry? Oh no, there it goes. Alright, now let's move this to the other side. I missed ZBrush. These days have been away from the computer, but couldn't wait to get back to it. So I'll try to go a little bit faster than usual so that we can get this guy to a decent point. Maybe, well, probably not post, but somewhere decent just to have some test prints going on for us soon, probably tomorrow. Oops. Did you guys see the new mini, the saber tooth? Did you like it? It's not on Patreon yet, but it's on our Discord. So now let's mask. Let's change this. What? It's supposed to be freehand. Oh, there you go. Let's mask something like this and extract it. There you go. It was supposed to be a pet, something like that, but now I think it's too big, so it could even be an enemy or something like that. I went a little bit more realistic with that one. Don't know why. I just felt like doing that. And all the muscles, they print really good. And I haven't painted it, but I think it'll be very easy to paint. Just because all the muscles look very good on the miniature. Most of the detail sometimes just gets lost just because of the size of the miniature. I like to put a lot of detail on the minis just in case someone wants to print them on a bigger scale. But I know most of you guys, and I know that I don't usually, so most of the details get lost. But this one, it turned out really great. Actually, I think I'll be doing that a little bit more on all of our minis. At least the ones that I do. Yeah, exactly. I have a question for you guys. Has anyone tried... Let me just see what the name was. Pro Acryl. Yeah, Pro Acryl paints. They're being sold by Creature Caster, and I hadn't seen them before. I just saw them a couple of days ago. Are they any good? Should I go for those instead of Vallejo or something like that? I guess no one knows them. I imagine they're pretty new. Well, that's my guess. Just because I hadn't seen them before, but might be wrong. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it for that strap. At least for now. Gonna continue with... what did we say about the hair? We wanted... I kind of want to make the mustache bigger. Just like that. There you go. Has no eyes, so let's append a couple of spheres. Dreadlocks? Did we say dreadlocks? No, you're... That's not right. Did we? Let's mirror this, and for the let's use the lasso and extract. That's too big. Let's extract. That's too small. That's perfect. I mean, we could put dreadlocks on him if everyone's up for that. I don't think it'll look bad. I just think it's gonna be a little bit harder to print. Welcome everyone, all of the new guys. Bald is working for you. It might be. It might be the best decision. But I think that's that's like this stereotypical dwarf, right? Not that we want to be different just to be different, but looking to make something just a little bit more special than that. What about like a bandana or something like that? A braid? Oh, I'm not that fast. Could be faster if I worked on it a little bit more. but thank you. Just add the pupil here, just so that it paints a little bit easier. There you go. Cornrows would be unique. Well, they would be unique. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. So the face looks better now. Let's work on the apron. How do I do this? Actually, let's work a little bit on the boots first, while I figure how to make the apron the easiest. Everyone coming from Udemy, welcome. This is probably your first stream. Glad to have you here. Don't be shy, you can say hi in the chat. Now, I don't want this guy to look too much like a blacksmith just because we're releasing a blacksmith in a day or two. Not a dwarven blacksmith, but I mean, it's a human blacksmith. So I'll try to make this guy look more like an engineer than a blacksmith. If you got any ideas or any requests, just let me know. So how do we wanna do this? Let's make this a little bit bigger. I feel like dwarven boots are always kind of chubby. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of gadgets and tools. Oh, actually, I think we were gonna do a mechanical leg or arm, can't remember, but could be either one. One that he built for himself. Well, what would you like better, the arm or the leg? I don't wanna like our first idea was arm, but then I remembered the engineer Overwatch has, Torbjorn, which has a mechanical arm, so I don't want him looking too much like that. But it might be more useful to have a mechanical arm than a mechanical leg. Whoops. What did I do? There you go. What about his neck? I don't think that's gonna be visible because he has a beard, so you wouldn't see his neck, and the print so little that you wouldn't be able to see it either. Could be the torso, but then the apron, we'll have to remove it. Maybe both arms. So let's make this all chubbier. I know it looks weird right now, but that's the way things look when you're starting out in your sculpt. So just bear with me. It'll all come into place at some point. Let me turn on the fan. It's hot in here. There you go. So I was thinking for tomorrow's stream or maybe Fridays, sculpting something in VR. I totally suck at that, but I figured it would be fun for you to watch me suck at VR sculpting. I have to practice a little bit because I'm not just bad, I'm terrible at it. Terrible. Alright, these boots are looking better. They have that chubby look I was looking for, so we'll continue now with the apron. And actually, let's work a little bit with the pants. They're looking too blocky right now. Let's see, remesh that, because they're a little bit messy. It's better. Actually, I kind of want to make the boots a little bit square. You have to hide? Why? Are you at work? Oh yeah, I just saw your last message. What time is it for you? Where do you work at? Isn't it late for you now? I probably asked you this before, Jacob. Just, I can't remember where you work at. Sorry. 440? Oh, never mind. Okay. A lot of people coming in. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the boots as they are because I could spend a couple of hours just tweaking them. And I need to focus on the whole sculpt, so let's just leave them like that. Continue with the pants. And let's look for our pants reference, which should be somewhere here. Alright. So for the pants, what we've got is something very simple. So let's just add a couple of folds. And that's gonna be it. Now the apron. Let's extract it from the chest with something like this. And extract, accept. Rid of the masks. Oops, there's a hole in there, so let's try geometry, modify topology, and close holes. Didn't work. Let's try to do something like this and Dynamesh. There you go. Now let's zero mesh because it's too messy right now. Nice. Let's add some volume as well. By the way, do you guys have new ideas for upcoming miniatures? We're almost out of not out of ideas, but we've almost completed all the ones we had on the polls. We did a lot of polls like a month ago, like 7 or 8, and we're only missing 1 or 2 miniatures, so that's gonna be probably done by next week. So if you got any ideas, just go crazy. Otherwise, I'll just make up stuff for the polls. We need pockets, yeah. Thank you. Long way to go still. Not liking the music again. Let's look for something else. Alright. So pockets, I'm gonna be adding those probably later. I want to block out all the bigger elements right now. And for the pockets, I can probably just make 1 or 2 different pockets and just repeat them all over the place. So yeah, I'll be adding those, but I'll do that later. I still, yeah, that we were discussing the mechanical egg before. Nah, man, it's just practice, and I'm not that fast. I've seen people go way faster, so still a long way to go. But thank you for the mechanical egg. I don't know. Not sure about. I want something to be mechanical. Just don't know if leg or arm. I have both of them on the reference sheet we made on that stream. Maybe both arms. Maybe not even a mechanical arm, but weapon, like a big two-handed weapon, not like sword, but like a laser gun. Not a laser gun, but a big machine gun, or maybe a gun that fires bombs, or that fires some weird artifacts that he created. I don't know. Something that feels like high tech, but still made by a dwarf. Like, I feel that dwarves always make stuff that looks like clunky, like hammered metal, and maybe not all the screws are well put in. You know what I mean? So maybe something like that, like a big weapon that looks techy but still menacing. Leaning on a big wrench. Could be, could be. Oh, I now remember we said he's gonna have a cigar, right? Let's see, remesh this thing. Let's see if we can make some smoke look good and be big enough so that it would print fine. If it doesn't look good, I'll get rid of it. Yeah, if it doesn't bring good, we can get rid of it. I think I like how it looks, but it's gonna be hard to print, so I'll just keep it for now. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just remove it. And if it does work out, then I'll just detail it out. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I don't like this final part. Let's do something more like this. Actually, if I make this part touch the forehead and the goggle, it might print just fine. Not liking it too much, but I'll keep it for now. I'll continue with something else so that I don't get distracted too much about it, but I'm not loving it. Let's just keep it like that for now. Yeah, it'll print on resin printers, but most people don't have resin printers, so that's something that we must be concerned about. Well, not concerned, but just have it in mind. Most people are printing on FDM. Alright, that's enough. Let's continue with something else. Let's continue with the well, let's work a little bit more on the apron. Really, am I now the only one who's still printing on FDM? No way. I was about to buy the photon the other day, but they don't ship it to Mexico. So, well, not on Amazon, where the good discount was. I have only seen it on GearBest, but we recently had a very bad experience with them. Order a pen display and it's been like 4 months and they have not delivered, and they don't want to give us a refund. So I don't think I'll be getting the photon with them. I'm in Cancun. Oh no, I'm not that close to the border. I mean, I would have to. It would even be cheaper to go to the US, get the printer, and come back than getting it in here. A little bit too far. Funny thing about it, I'm never parting. Almost never. Alright, so I think the apron's fine. Now let's add a couple of bags to it. Let's extract this. Oh, let's see mesh. Just gonna leave it like that for now. We'll come back to it later. Just gonna get more objects going on this guy. It's not a complex miniature, but it just has too many items and details. So I want to block them all out before committing to detailing any of those. So let's duplicate this one, turn off symmetry, put him in here. The dwarf? Is he a Mexican dwarf? Alright, let's mirror this thing. A lot of people coming in. Welcome, everyone. By the way, if you're new to the stream, make sure you subscribe. We're just a couple subscribers away from being able to grab our own YouTube URL. So that'd be very cool. We would very much appreciate if you subscribe to us on YouTube. You'll also be notified for all the good content and live streams, though. It's a win-win situation. Bracers. I'm looking at a couple on Google. Could be. Although if he's gonna have a mechanical arm, would it make sense? Why YouTube over Twitch? I don't know. I really don't know. It just seemed easier. We wanted to have a YouTube channel, and I guess just having to make another account for Twitch was too much of a hassle for that at that point. But I believe we can have both live at the same time. Is that right? Shouldn't be too hard, and if that's the case, I can have that running tomorrow or probably the day after that. So no, that depends on the channel. If they're on subscriber mode, then only subscribers to the channel can chat, but I don't think we would do that unless we had like a shit ton of people talking. But I don't think we're the type of channel that gets to that kind of exposure, at least not on Twitch. Well, I think so, but nobody that, well, yeah, we're not playing Fortnite, sadly. Well, the couple of Twitch streamers that I see every now and then, they do run subscriber mode only, but I only see the big ones. I'm not too into that these days. I used to be, but not anymore. Anyway, I'll have a look into multicasting later tonight or tomorrow. See if I can have that running tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. Have you guys played Pathfinder? Not the RPG, but the video game? Is it good? Is it better than Divinity? Alright, let's see now. I'm only like 15 hours into the new Divinity. Well, the second one. But I don't know if I should buy Pathfinder before finishing Divinity. I've heard it's a long game, so it'll be just me buying more games, adding them to my Steam library and never playing them. Let's work a little bit on this thing. I have like 100 games and I play 0 of them. I have already finished Pokemon, but I don't think. I mean, yeah, it wasn't as good as they used to be. Probably just because they're holding the good stuff for the next one, but I just don't want to keep playing it after I beat it. Yeah, exactly. I've been playing a lot of Smash, the Super Smash Ultimate. Got a bunch of amiibos on the holidays, and what else have I been playing? I think that's it. Played a little bit of Hearthstone as well on the iPad, but not much. Oh, I wanted to get what is it called? It's a new game for the Switch. It's probably on Steam as well. Looks like 2D hand-drawn artsy 2D platformer. 2D platformer. What's it called? Steel plate on the boots. All right, I'll do that. What's it called? This game? Oh my god. How can I not remember the name of the game? Gris. That's it. I wanted to play that, but I haven't bought it. Hey Sean, how's it going? Steel toe? Alright. Let's... extract it from here. I'm doing very good. Thank you. By the way, we're almost we're about to hit our second patron goal. So thank you all for that. We're excited about it. We're growing very fast in my opinion. We're almost, I think it's 81 or 82 patrons so far. It's not even been like, it's been almost 2 months since we started this project, so that's pretty amazing. And we're about to hit our second patron goal. Once we do that, I'll be getting a new webcam. Not that this one's bad, but I'll be getting the new model of the new Logitech webcam, which I've seen some videos and it seems to be pretty good at focusing things close to it, so it'll be much easier to show you guys minis on webcam than it is right now. Do I have my local symmetry here? Yeah. I think that looks good enough for now. I'm gonna add a couple of bolts. Well, it's just gonna be cylinders for now, but you get the idea. Welcome everyone. A lot of people still coming in. Welcome. What if this guy was like on top of a rocket or something that he built? Would that be too much? There's a statue that Riot sells from those of you guys who have played League will know the character Twitch. No, not Twitch. 6. There's a statue they sell that he's on top of a bomb mid-explosion. Super cool. Would that be overkill for this mini? Not exactly that, but something similar. Let me link that up. There you go. But instead of a bomb, like some sort of rocket or something that he built, just exploding. Let's extract this. What do you think? You like it or nah? All right. Let's append another one of this. Oh, I haven't saved since we started. Let's do that right now. Yeah, I mean, if this was the only miniature we had right now on the list, I would go crazy. But I'd rather have like 10 different cool miniatures than one with just a lot of detail. Just because it doesn't even like most of the detail gets lost on the print, so I guess making good looking minis, like a lot of them, is better than less with more detail. Or at least that's how I see it. And I've been thinking, now that we have more and more models, I've been thinking about going back to some of them and like releasing new versions of them. Like for example the goblins. I was thinking on releasing like full tribe of goblins with weapons and different poses and all of that. So I'd rather do that than create just one with a lot of elements. So even if I decide to do something less complex for now, it doesn't mean we will never see this guy riding a rocket. That's all I'm saying. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of tools on the belt and on the apron. Yep, for sure. These guys are a little bit too big. What? What was that? Alright, so the boots look pretty good for now. Like they are still very blocky, but they're good for now. They have more detail than anything else on the sculpt, so I'm gonna continue with something else and we'll come back to those later. Yeah, sure. That nose is too fine or too pointy for a dwarf. I'll make it just a little bit bigger. Let's solder this. The face is very tricky. Let's add some eyebrows. See, it looks a little bit weird right now. Perfect. Alright, I'm still thinking about those goggles. I don't know if I'm gonna model them here in ZBrush or just take them back to Maya, and it might be a little bit faster to do them in Maya. Let's give him a little bit of an angry look. Something like that. Not really sure about the beard right now. I think it looks not that interesting. Never mind. I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. Now the yeah, let's do mechanical arm and probably some tools on it. So let's do a donut. Really don't know how this is gonna look, but we'll see. Oh, hate that. Oh, that was pretty quick. Usually it takes more time. Hey, sup? Welcome back. Alright, so something like this should be good, and I'll be repeating this all over the place. And later I'll make some straps for these pieces to attach. Actually, they look way too small. Let's make them way bigger. It's almost like some kind of armor. It's gonna take some time to make this look super good, but I got a pretty good idea of how it should be. Actually, let's put this aside for a bit and we'll add it later. So what I think it should be like is something like this, but right now, yeah, it looks like an arm cover, but it's gonna be more like a machine. So I'm starting just with a couple of plates, I guess you could call them that, and we'll be adding bolts and maybe pipes. I don't know, right now I'm just playing with it, and we'll see where it takes us. And I'm not committing too hard to this right now, so if something doesn't work, I'll just get rid of it and try something else. This, I'm gonna curve it in here just so that he can raise his arm and not hit his head with the metal part. Solo. Oops, just a little bit. Let's grab this one, duplicate, turn off the symmetry, and just put it in here. So this would be the part that is attached to his body. And we're gonna build the whole arm and then just get rid of the previous arm we had. That's there you go. And let's duplicate that and let's put it on the other side. I know there's a lot of overlapping stuff and inner parts intersecting other geometry, but it doesn't really matter. Once I dynamesh it all together for printing, everything that's hidden inside will disappear, so I'm not worried about that. If I were to do a model for video games or animation, then it would be a problem because of the retopology, but for printing doesn't really matter. Oh. Like all of this inside, I don't care about it. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that could be. I don't want these bolts to stick out too much just because I don't want supports for them, so I'll put them as close to the surface as possible. Still don't know. What do you think would be better? I like the arcane idea, but I'm not against steam powered as well. I mean, the idea behind him having like magic powers is, or something similar, is that he builds the machines, but they're powered with magic or some kind of arcane power. But that doesn't take away the idea that he's an engineer, right? He won't be casting spells or fireballs. I'm glad you're liking it. There's still a couple of things I don't like about it, but we're making some progress, and it'll eventually look as an armor and not just as donuts around his arm. Now for this part, let's append another cylinder. So let's get rid of the hand. Some sort of battery pack. That actually is a good idea. That sounds pretty good. Some sort of object that is charged with magic. Although that would look pretty good once painted. Let's see. Let's get rid of this one. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. Just trying to concentrate and figure this out. I always use Gizmo, yeah, always. Since it came out, yeah. I hate the transpose tool. I mean, it's good for in some cases, but I just 99% of the cases will use the Gizmo tool. No, man, we're never happy. And even if we are, then you'll be for a couple of days, then watch or come back to it, and you'll always find stuff you could make better. But I've always thought that making more art is better than making one perfect piece, so I don't have a problem with letting things go, and even if they're not perfect, just like shipping them as they are. It's all digital, right? So I have all my files. I can always come back and make it better, and you know, that's the way I see it. I know there's a lot of people who spend 6 months on a single sculpt. I'm not like that. I would get bored, so it's just something I don't do. Try to make it look a little bit more hard since it's metal, because right now it all looks like clay or some sort of soft material. I'm gonna swap a lot of those cylinders I'm putting right now, but I have to go back to Maya and model all those bolts and pieces. So they're just placeholders for now. There's something like that, and there's gonna be something coming out of there. Wait, what? Just trying to quickly make a placeholder for the weapon, not the weapon, the wrench or whatever he's holding. Yeah, exactly. There's always room for improvement, so no point on spending a lot of time like making it all perfect, because there's always gonna be something that could be better. Alright, so this actually might be too big right now. Let's merge and make it smaller. Or it could be bigger, but just get rid of this one and put this inside. Let's make his arm bigger on this side. Hey, there's a lot of new guys coming in. Welcome everyone. How's it going? How are you doing? So Right now it doesn't look as chubby as I would like him to be, so let's just add a little bit more volume overall. What is that? Oh. Nope. This miniature will take a lot more time than some of the other ones, but it'll be all worth it. It's got a lot of elements. It will look awesome once it's printed, especially on a bigger scale. Alright, let's leave that for now. Duplicate this one. I think I lost symmetry here. Let's see. Yep. Let's get rid of those. And now we can just mirror this side. There you go. Nice. So the legs look pretty good. I'm really liking how they are coming out. I think he's 2 feet right now. Why do we have hats? Let's Switch count. There you go. So he should be a little bit chubbier. He's too slim right now. Does a lot of exercise and workouts. I kind of want to move him around. I'm not that happy with the general shape. So let's just bring this out a little bit. And now let's save before doing that, because this might crash the program. Oops. Let's transpose. It looks a little bit better, but I still want to push the shapes a little bit more. Is it a claw? No, it's just a placeholder for now. It's gonna be a wrench. Right now it's just a couple of cylinders put together. I think that's better. Let's revert that. It's the claw. All right. Let's just... Oh, actually I have this one. Let's duplicate it. Oh, it's missing a little bit of volume. It's too thick. Let's make it thinner. And this is supposed to be the part of the apron, so I'm gonna move it a little bit upwards so that it doesn't look like a belt. And let's append the sphere. Clay build-up tool. Hey Steven, welcome back. We did miss you. Did you have you seen all the images? I mean the stuff that's coming out for the new Toy Story movie. I didn't even saw the third one, I think. Is it good? I wasn't too excited about it, but then I heard people liking it, so it just feels like they're just milking out that franchise, right? Alright, let's work a little bit more on the pants. Let's make, let's append a cube to make some sort of pocket. All three last week? Oh, the second one's great. Well, the first one's also very good. How to Train Your Dragon is also a very good saga. And I can't wait to see the new one. Although, I don't know if it's gonna be better than the first two. In my opinion, they're very good. Or maybe that's just me loving dragons. But I did enjoy both of them. I mean, don't we all? Speaking of good movies, have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? I really liked it. Let's duplicate this part. It's starting to look very good overall. Probably we'll be running some test prints tomorrow. After tomorrow's stream, you'll be ready for that. I hope so. You should. I'm not a big fan of superhero movies, but since I saw the trailer for that new Spider-Man movie, I fell in love with the style mostly. The animation looks amazing, and then the movie's not bad at all. But for sure, the best part, for me at least, is the visual part. It just looks amazing. In my opinion, that's how all comic-based movies should look like. I don't know. I'm just never been a fan of them. Even though I still am very much into animation and all of that. Not a big fan of those kind of. I mean, I do like all those movies, but on a Saturday night, I would rather watch something else on Netflix than superhero movie. I like drama and a little bit more serious stuff. I don't know. I don't know why. Three rolls of PLA or going to the movies. That sounds expensive. I don't know if I like this strap as big as it is, so I'll make it just a little bit thinner. Right, now let's see if we can make this look a little bit more interesting. The right Lexus? I think one of the legs should be back a little. Yeah, of course, both of them. I mean, we're gonna pose this guy eventually, but right now we're using the symmetry, so I'm not gonna move the leg right now. Once we get to a more finished stage of the model, we're gonna post it all. And I kind of wanna go for a wild pose, something a little bit extreme. But something dynamic, but that prints well. So that's gonna be a challenge, but I think it'll look pretty cool. Cause so far, well, we've been doing some nicer poses recently. Like the Kid Wizard had the cape looked really good and printed super easy. But before that, we used to have very standard poses, which I didn't really love. So this guy's gonna probably be like jumping or reaching for something or something like that. The first layer, it is like porn, actually. I know that feeling. Let's see. So we are, let's see, 2.5 hours into the stream. So let me go grab something to drink and I'll be right. Actually, let me just finish this and then I'll go grab something. Let's make this part touch the arm so that it's not hollow. There you go. And this one as well. Alright, that's better. Alright, let me go grab something. Be right back. Alright. The beard does need a little bit more work. That's right, and I'm glad you're liking it. You started setting up the supports for the kid whistle and then got to the hair and earrings. Need a little more time. Yeah. It's gonna need some supports. But depending on the size. In my case, the earrings were not even noticeable once printed. Alright, let's continue. Wait, what happened here? Oh. Oh, I hate that. Alright, now let's work a little bit on the beard. Shouldn't be too hard, just needs more. Whoops. More hair. Whoa. Let's duplicate it and do the same for this side. I don't want it to be symmetrical. Not the beard. So let's make it a little bit different and move it around. Let's put this on top of the apron. There you go. Of course, we're gonna be adding a lot of detail later on, but for now, that's an improvement. And I think we can actually do something like this for this guy. And we'll break the symmetry later on. For now, it's just gonna keep it like that. Let's use the clay build-up and add some hair, just like that. I'm not trying to be too clean or anything, just That's a good idea, actually. Like, how different is it to print on resin than FDM? I've never owned a resin printer. I know it's a little bit different, but is it like is it totally different, or it is it is it similar, or is it, how is it? Well, yeah, but totally different. Okay, easier. Okay, this year I'll get a resin printer. That's for sure. I've been wanting one for so long, but didn't have the time or an excuse, really. Now I have one. Well, yeah, they print upside down, but supports are much cleaner. Yeah, I guess I'll have to start printing to fully understand it. Because in my head, even though it was upside down, like, I thought supports should be somewhat similar. They have to touch the base of the print, right? Let's add a little bit of... Oh no, actually he's gonna have hair, so let's do that. I had a pretty good hairbrush. Not hairbrush, a brush for braids. So let me just download that from my email. Here it is. Alright, so this is gonna be like magic. Oh. And that's how we see this. Of course we're gonna cut it, but You should avoid failed prints. The print should never touch the blade. Wait. Really? Like never? Like, is it always on the supports? Let's duplicate this. I'm gonna put this here. And something like that should be enough. Something like that. Let's split and get rid of this part. Actually, let's split again and now get rid of this part. Okay. Now it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but with enough patience we should be able to do it. Something like that. Let's just it's probably too big, so let's move it around. And I'll duplicate this part in here and use it for the braid as well. Just like that. Let's grab the inflate brush, make it all a little bit chubbier. Let's turn this off as well as this one. We might not even need it, but I'll just leave it there just in case. Just want to make this one look very good. So all of you guys have the photon? You all guys using the same printer? Whoops. Love your phone? God damn it, am I the only one who doesn't have one? Basically. Now let's extract a little bit of hair from here. Alright, let's make this look a little bit more like hair. Let's remesh the hair. It's gonna be hard to work with that as it is right now. Let's do it again. All right. What I want to do here. Let's duplicate this part. That actually looks pretty good. Wasn't sure about the braid, but now I'm really liking it. Nice. Now there you go. Awesome. Now, well, this part looks a little bit weird. Just pull them over here. Just like that. Awesome. Now I might just duplicate this part and put it over here just for now. Whoops. I'll just leave it like that for now. Continue with something else. Probably this arm. Thank you, Jacob. It's way easier to work with the lower poly tools and then just add divisions to it, because if you add a lot of divisions right from the start, you're gonna have a really bad time when wanting to change proportions and moving them around. So it's better to just have it all blocked out and then slowly start detailing all of it. Also, you don't lose a lot of time. If something doesn't work, just get rid of it and don't waste a couple of hours. Hands are tricky, so let's work on that for a little bit. Want the fingers to be a little bit chubby and square. Oh yeah, save, of course. Thank you. Luckily, ZBrush's autosave is pretty good, so even when it crashes, I tend not to lose a lot of work, but it's always a good idea to save frequently. So this is super bad. So let's don't mind all of this. Let's see if we can just zero mesh this part here. I think we can. No. Oh, let's turn this off. Zero mesher. No. Oh, that's the way to do it. Oh, but now it's all separated. Well, let's just do it. Actually, what I'm gonna do is grab this whole arm and let's split. Yeah, it's the dwarf within the dwarf. Huh. And now we can just zero mesh the arm. Let's try something high for starters. That's good. Now, I tend not to go crazy with hands, especially for printing, because you won't even notice it, but nonetheless they take up a bit of time to make them look right. One of the harder parts, in my opinion. Alright, so let's keep adding volume to the fingers. I won't add a lot of detail here just because it's gonna once I pose the character and the hand, it'll all get destroyed. Well, most of the details in here, so I just want to make it look like a hand, and then I'll continue with something else. These kind of details, I tend to exaggerate them a lot so that they're noticeable in the print. Okay, this could probably be a little bit bigger. Let's try to do both of them. Didn't fail? Awesome. Good job. Did you print him upside down in the end? I think that's good enough for the hand right now. Just add a little bit more detail overall to the arm. Alright, that's gonna be enough for the arm. Actually, I'll make the whole hand bigger. Oh, no. That's too much. Something like that. Yes. Alright, so let's see. Probably the mustache can be a little bit more interesting. Like that. The beard have a little bit more volume as well. This smoke not really working as it is right now. Let's mask it. I think that looks better. There's a lot of elements, but there's a lot of detailing to be done still. But yeah, it's gonna be heavy on objects and props, and we're still missing all the tools and stuff that he's gonna be having on top of him. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's gonna be an awesome one. So I don't mind it taking a couple of weeks, especially if we're working only on stream on this guy. So I got a couple more minis on the works, but those I'm doing them off stream, so I want to keep it that way. Yeah, there you go. That looks better. So far, I've been doing all the miniatures in one piece as well. So another thing I want to try is making them like separating them in parts so that they print better. But I need a little bit more practice with that before I start making them all like that. But parts like this, like the smoke, in my mind it would be better to print them separately and then just put them with a peg or maybe glue, I don't know, to the main print or to the main body. That way I could also create different poses for them, like different arms or different heads. I'm gonna make this look like a vest or something. Nope. Let's extract from here. Oh, well, let's extract from here. Okay. Resin weld. Yeah, that could be as well. Like the main purpose is to have different different parts, like different choices, like different heads and different weapons and those sort of things. The way they're put together, like there could be a ton of ways, right? But I still have to play with that before doing it. And it also, this is too complex, a too complex miniature to do that. So I'll start with something simpler. Let's inflate this part in here a little bit. Should it be a vest or maybe short sleeves? I think a vest is, well, not a vest, but like a tank top. This is weird. Oh, it's because the arm is separate. So this is getting a little tricky just because he's all the objects on him are so close together, but with enough patience it can be done. Now let's add a couple of folds in here. There you go. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's move a little bit all of these objects upwards. Let's see, remesh the shirt. Like Bob Ross for sculpting? No way. That's funny. Is it because of the music? Is it too mellow? Let's inflate this part here. Oh, with a little bit of patience. Yeah. That part, yeah. Alright. Now I kind of want to have the shirt torn apart in here. Just because this is supposed to be attached to the body. Hey, you're very welcome. Yeah, that's that's the most important aspect of it. You gotta be patient, and you gotta practice a lot. And to be honest, like at work or at any professional studio, the time you're given as a modeler for any given character is from like obviously with a lot of details, like at least a week. That's 40 hours. So think about it that way. Like at least 40 hours per character is the standard. Just for the sculpt. Then the other processes take more time, but sometimes it even takes 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month, depending on the character. But yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's not quick or easy. Every night, 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, yeah. The problem is not. Well, yeah. Practice is a big thing. Just make sure if you want to end up with a lot of detail in a sculpt, just doesn't even matter if you take 2 months on it. If it takes 2 months for you to complete it. But for practice, you might also want to do maybe 1 hour sketches every day, or like independent of whatever piece you're working on at the moment. Because finishing stuff is as important. So maybe of those 3 hours, use one for your daily sculpt and make sure you start and finish something, and then the rest of the time for your big project. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it that way. So it used to take me too much time to finish each piece, and for for the longest time I didn't finish anything. I was just stuck with a lot of projects in progress. Alright, so I'm starting to get caught up with the details. Like I've started detailing a little bit of the shirt, which I said I wouldn't do, so just continue with something else. The apron's looking way too... It's kind of boring, so try to make it look a little bit better. Although once I get to all the stitching, it's gonna really pop out. So I'll just try to make it look a little bit more interesting, and then try to rely on that, on all the details to make it pop. your take on wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me Google all of that. Oh, gotcha. Let's see. But can I just do the sculpts, and would there be a problem if I name them the same? Are they property of... Oh, come on, not letting me copy and paste. No, I haven't. It would be cool if there's no issues with trademarks or something like that. It could be good. If you want to pick one or two of those and just put in the chat the ones you like the most, and we'll put in the polls for next month. All these characters look amazing. All the illustrations I'm looking at. Most are fan arts, but yeah, the idea is pretty clear. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure we can put that on the polls. Just let me know which one of those would you be more interested in. Right, let's add a couple of elements here. Yeah, the artist sold them back when you bought a book for its cover. Yeah. Right now, all you do is go to Google and look for a review, right? Not even Google. Go to the review section on Amazon. So it's been like 4 hours, I think. Oh no, 3.5. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up this. What are they called? Like bracer, and that's gonna be it for today. So 15 or 20 more minutes, and I'll be also live streaming tomorrow. And probably on Friday. If not on Friday, then on Saturday. Rising Karma or Storm, Bright Blade. Put those 3 in your pulse. I better there's okay. Yeah, well, I didn't live stream all December except for one weekend, so I have to catch up. And it's also very fun. Like, either way, I'm still sculpting all this time, so I'd rather be chatting with you guys and having a good time instead of being sculpting on my own. You had a blast? Thanks for saying that. I'm very happy that you did. Does this time work for you guys? Like, is this the best time? Or would you rather do it earlier or later at night? Like, I really don't have office hours to like, I don't have a set schedule, so to me it doesn't really matter. Let's zero mesh this thing. Ah, that's still too much. $3 a.m. Sure, why not? Wait, what? There you go. Awesome. Gotta go change poopy. Alright. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later, Steven. There you go. Still don't like the apron at all. Just looks boring. Probably if I break or torn it apart in here. Just a little bit. It looks a little bit better. Alright, let's just make this look a little bit cleaner. Alright. It's fine. I feel like the boots are missing something on the back. I just don't want to use the same element. Okay. I really like how these guys looking. There's still way too much work to do. I'll probably, I don't know if today or tomorrow or maybe on the weekend, I'll start working on the hard surface parts of it, like the goggles and the armor. But for now, the overall look of the guy, the blocking part of it, looks good enough. There's of course still parts that need work, but it's getting somewhere. Yeah, I'll get some rest. Gonna be uploading the Sabertooth right now, so let's do that. So make sure you grab, I'll give you one last minute to grab, what is it? Here it is, treasure chest. So treasure chests going away, and in the meantime I'll be creating the folder for Sabertooth. Saber. There it is. So there's 11 minutes in there right now. I'm gonna leave the treasure chest for 5 or 10 more minutes while we finish the stream, and Once it's over, I'm gonna get rid of it. So this is your last chance to download that model. I gotta go check out the shoulder anatomy because this is not working as well. Really liking how this is looking so far. Let's inflate a little bit in here. Alright, let's save, and we'll continue with this guy tomorrow. Let's save this as an inversion. So I'm getting rid of the treasure chest. Bye bye. It's gone. I'm gonna post on Patreon. Let's create a new post. Let me share my whole. There you go. So let's put a new. Whoops, didn't work out. So let's add an image here. Let's put it to patrons only, and this would be Sabertooth. Print is up. It's already in the cast and play archive. It's ready to be printed. If you go print this yourselves, make sure you post some pictures of how it comes out on Discord, please. That way we can have more material for Instagram and other patrons to see. And yep, okay, so let's publish this. Wait, what? Huh. I think that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, that's not it. Let's post image. Yeah, that's it. So let's paste it here. So it is up. Let's tag this with creature. Is it a creature? I think it's also a character. Patrons only. And let's publish now. Now let me get rid of the other one. Alright guys, thank you all for hanging out. It was a very long stream. I appreciate you all being here. Let's edit this post. There you go. I'm glad to have you here as always. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, like 7:30 ET. Right now it's 10:43 p.m. so 7 or 8 my time. We'll be starting tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. We'll be continuing with this guy and hopefully getting him ready to a point where we can start doing some test prints. All right, see you later. Have a good one. Get some rest. Bye bye.